All right, once again, my name is Troy White with Hoodoo Financial. I want to dive right into this, so I'm not going to have a lot of time. I might need to put it in 2 or 3 parts, in fact, because what I want to start covering is the financial revolution, and that consists of different parts of the economy. Just quick note, I'm going to cover the FinTech Revolution. There's also the manufacturing revolution and biotech revolution. And, we can even chop those into some various segments. But just to get started, I'm going to cover FinTech. FinTech is a euphemism, it stands for financial technology. Now, FinTech Revolution, I'm going to be talking from my notes here. So, FinTech Revolution is about the advancements that are impacting the financial industry, the financial services industry. So, FinTech is changing the way that we conduct transactions. That's one of the biggest aspects of it because it's not only how we enter into transactions, it's how those transactions are recorded and how those transactions are verified, and we're putting trust into the system. I'm going to talk a lot about that. Not today, but I'm just prepping your brain to understand we're embedding trust into the system with the FinTech revolution. And so this is going to change all aspects of the way business is being done because finance is one of the last arenas to see financial technology, excuse me, not financial technology, just technology as a disruptor. And as you know, through all of the .com, the digitization of our economy, there's been disruptions in various industries and it's taking place as we speak, but it's hard to notice until you look backwards and see the changes. And so these changes are occurring in finance as well. Blockchain will take over banking and finance industry. The blockchain is taking over the banking and finance industry. The blockchain is the excellent vehicle technology that will take over all of the banking and finance and investment industry. And it's basically going to change the way the game has been played, is being played, and the large institutions is going to be a shakeout. It is a shakeout. It's currently happening that they are no longer the gatekeepers of all investment and finance. So blockchain is real time, updating immutable digital ledgers. The blockchain is a real time, constantly updating digital ledger that is an immutable record. Immutable means it cannot be changed. It is on record for permanently for all of existence. And this helps decrease the fees in clearing and settlement time and costs. Clearing and settlement means the time that money is verified to leave this one place and arrive at that one place. And then we have to expand that way past money because money is in different forms, and we call that securities. So money meaning stocks, bonds, mutual funds, ETFs, money market funds, and cash is the minimum form of asset. That's the quickly convertible liquid that is the least of the investment assets. It is the one you are currently ready to spend. Banking automation improves financial lives across the board, across the world, across economies, across genders, across racial and ethnic groups. And so once we once average folks plug into banking automation and blockchain investments and access to capital, the game has changed. We in business. We're all in business. And so with automation, financial employees can focus on value-added services. That's financial services particular. A quicker bank experience, self-service options, and financial literacy. So those are just some of the ancillary benefits that folks won't recognize they're receiving, but they'll just be receiving them a lot more. And those are things that you weren't getting at your previous bank. Your bank does not invite you in to do things to you. If you are an adversary, you have been an adversary up to this point in your banking relationship, is how can they extract dollars out of you while utilizing the funds that you need to sit resting and idle. And so it's another, I'll talk on and on about that. Digital payments, cardless payments, mobile deposits, these are changing the game. Why you need a bank? What you need a bank for? You just need to be able to make digital payments, right? You need to pay your bills. You need to receive credits. When you receive direct deposit, they don't give you green dollars, right? So that's currently, you're currently doing some hybrid of these things that I'm talking about here. Financial institutions will offer debit cards and other mobile use options. Financial institution can help put money on your, right now, they help put money on your card, money on your phone, your Apple Pay, and all these things. You got plenty of apps that'll help you transfer money now. So, again, the game has changed. The financial revolution is underway as we speak. I'm speaking of things you currently use. These new technologies they equal an increase in productivity and a decrease in costs to the business. So when the business is considering this, with using these automated technologies, each one of their workers and each one of the dollars that they put into this business is used more efficiently via the automation, and it decreases costs because you don't in part need a person sitting at a desk, and you're not relying on their eyeballs any longer. Accuracy is embedded in the system. Again, I'm gonna go back to when I talk specifically about the blockchain, I'm gonna be talking about trust a lot. It's trust in each step of a financial transaction involves trust, and we're going to cover that a lot. And this is what's happening in the financial services industry. Trust is coming in, and it's going to be a benefit to you and to the financial services company. Major changes in financial services concerning data collection. A lot more data that we can collect, a lot more ways to act upon this data, a lot more ways to analyze this data. And we can get a lot of data now, and it helps us do more. We think of it in a sinister way, but it's also empowering those who previously were left out of the financial investment game. So this data, if you use it as a tool, it's going to benefit you. It's going to help us build. Little note, FICO score is outdated. So FinTech allows more factors to be considered in the construction of a credit score. And there are credit scores that banks even fall under, how we rate a bank, on down to how we rate you, and how money is even rated. We've replaced the LIBOR. LIBOR was replaced this year. LIBOR is the London Interbank Offering Rate. It used to be the rate that money was based upon. So that's out the door. And so Obama Jobs Act was all about crowdfunding. So it basically took the reins off and helped to guide the ship in terms of getting crowdfunding going. And crowdfunding has almost surpassed the IPO process. I'm saying almost, but I know at one point it had surpassed, or was on a trajectory to surpass. So just think about that. It don't matter what the actual stat is. If it's increasing at a rate to where we can even mention that it's in competition with the IPO process, that using crowdfunding can compete with that, That's something to keep your eyes on. So if you're a small company, you don't need to go public the same way that they used to. You can get access to capital to do the project or the thing that you're trying to do. It's a whole new game, a whole new way to think about it. Self-directed accounts are ideal for crowd investing, and self-directed accounts is something that our firm actually we offer it, but it's not automated yet. It's something that is coming. It's coming up this soon. And these type of accounts allow you to invest in your retirement and use your retirement assets to engage in crowdfunding, which includes real estate and flipping properties, owning rental properties, the whole gamut. Uh, Crowdfunding has drawn significant pools of capital and grabbing attention of Wall Street. That's a done deal. It's already happening. Most are unaware that they can use retirement investments with the crowdfund. I just mentioned that. So through self-directed IRAs is primary vehicle, and these are tax advantage retirement dollars. So it's a tax deferred dollar. So you getting a double whammy off that. It would take a long time to go deeper into that, but I'm gonna cut it right there on just an overview of what the financial technology that is fueling this financial revolution, and I'll talk more about it. But next up on the block to discuss about this is blockchain. I'm going to divide it in a few sections. So we're going to cover blockchain, we're going to cover crowdfunding, crowdsourcing, and a lot of the miscellaneous issues that combine those that help to create this financial revolution. Thanks for listening. Let's get up out of here.